I live with my parents right now. Well, I know, it's pathetic. I do. When you live with your parents at this age, it's like you still have that angst that you always did as a kid, but you also have the realism of knowing what's going on. You know, but you're still mad, you know? It's like, I'm always thinking, like, I just want to say to my mom, like, Mom, I know I shouldn't be living here, and it's stupid that someone my age does, and you pay the bills, and I eat for free, but stay out of my room!
This episode of Roflol brought to you by Netflix and GoDaddy.com.
Get you a good woman too, fellas. Get you a good one. I called a chat line to meet a girl one time. Just for fun, man. Called a chat line. Left me some little music on the message like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, ladies. Boom, 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 boom. This is chocolate tie. Boom, 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 boom. 6'6". Boom, 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 boom. Make it sound good. Sound good too over the phone. But you ever met somebody so ugly make you lose your balance? She looked like a Snuffleupagus Rex rhinoceros. Toes were stacked up like Pringles potato chips. She had that sharp pinky toenail they rub on you in the bed, you know that? A utility knife blade. She put a run in her jeans. That's how sharp that pinky toenail. God. She made Wookiee noises. This mug is too. Come on in the house, Tyrone. Make yourself at home. So after we made sweet love, all I could think about. Ugly all the time. She was the Wookiee and I was Yoda. Who's your Jedi? Who's your Jedi? Sweet cakes you have. Hit it from the back, I will. You ever had any Wookiee nookie before? Don't answer that. She's looking. It ain't that bad. The hair around the nipples can be a bit much to deal with. The areolas, that's what I call them, areolas.
And it's weird. You know, you get on the road and you see the weirdest shit when you're driving across America. Like I was driving through Kansas, right in the heart of America, and I saw off on the side of the highway on a hay bale someone wrote, "Obama lies," and then someone wrote on a hay bale next to that, "On your mom." Redneck chat threads, hay bales. Till they get the internet. They just sit up in their porch on blocks drinking a redneck mimosa, beer, and Sunny D.
So I've been going to the gym. I haven't cut out the alcohol or the caffeine, but I've been going to the gym, and I get intimidated at the gym by the scream guys. There's always a couple screamers doing this move. It's like, really? In public? And then they drop the weight so it crashes onto the ground. And at first you try to imitate it because they're huge, right? It just doesn't look quite as cool with my 8-pounder, you know? What's up? Tink? Oh. Sorry to make so much noise over here. Just being a manimal. Anybody got any steroids, man? I'm hungry. I gotta...
My girlfriend loves watching Sex and the City, and it's such a good show. I mean, I love it. And with Netflix, we can watch like every episode, every night, forever. It's great, because with Netflix, you can rent over 100,000 titles online, including lots of Blu-ray movies, with free shipping both ways to your home. They now have over 40 shipping centers, so almost all deliveries happen in just one business day. The Netflix plan starts from $4.99. As a new member, you can get a no-risk 2-week free trial membership. Check it out at www.netflix.com/Roflol. Somebody kill me.
You know, it's weird, man. Every time there's a plane crash, and unfortunately, if they have deaths in a plane crash, they have to have identification. You know, and they have to fly the relatives to the plane crash to identify them. That's like some psychological crazy. They have to fly you to a plane crash. And I think about it like that because I don't know what kind of family members you guys have, but I know my mom was like, Mrs. Morris, we believe your son was found in a plane crash, and we want to fly you out to the site to identify him. My mom was like, well, you know, I mean, if you say he was on there, he was on there. I mean, oh, I believe it was him. I mean, he hasn't called. I mean,
this is weird. I overheard this lady. I was out to lunch, and I overheard this lady talking about a friend of theirs, and she said, yeah, it's so weird. She only eats 1 tablespoon of soup all day long. That's all she eats. What the? Are you really serious? 1 table. Not only is that too hard to wrap my head around, number one, but number two, how do you prepare 1 tablespoon of soup? Do you heat up the whole can of soup and then just dip your spoon in? Or are you taking your soup and you're putting it in your spoon and heating up like a damn drug addict? You're putting it over the stove and you take it and put the soup in a bowl, then put it in the microwave and then take out 1 spoonful and then put it in the fridge for later so you got soup for like a month? There is no ending to that joke. Except for she dies of anorexia.
So my guy, he's strapped to my back. He gives himself a title. This was his title, Tandem Master. He gave himself the title, Tandem. You're already strapped to my back. I know who's boss in this situation, right? How about I just call you Randy, like your name tag says, and we jump out of the aeroplane? How about that? And as we're flying up, he took his job. He would do well at trying to keep me calm. That was his whole thing. And what he'd do is he'd reach his arm around and he would show me his altimeter. And then he would lean up and he would whisper in my ear, right? He'd be like, 8,000 feet. Look how beautiful it is. And I'd be like, can we loosen our belt a little bit, please? Because it's not the skydiving that's making me nervous anymore. Randy. Randy, please, with the whispering. And there were other people on the plane, solo jumpers, and I'm just getting to know everybody. I'm relatively calm, and I'm talking to people, and I'm fine. And Tandem Master does his thing, reaches around, and he goes, 11,000 feet. Guess it's time to go. Everyone on the plane knew it was time to go but me. Because one of the solo jumpers just lifts open this door on the side of the plane and just goes, all right, see ya. See ya? And he left the airplane with a see ya. It really messes with your head when someone casually walks out of an airplane. Your brain at that moment just starts shouting, that man's going to die. He's gonna die. And I was next. 5 seconds later, I had my feet out the door. Tandem Master's like, do you remember everything I taught you? I was like, I don't know who you are anymore. I don't want to be here. I'm scared.